Good morning, students. We have discussed until the movement of a cockroach or gait of cockroach. Let us discuss about the gait of birds. Gait of birds. Right? Birds can walk. All birds can walk on land. And most of the birds can fly in air. And some of the birds can swim in water. So, all birds can walk. Most of the birds can fly. Right? Why most of the birds? Why not all? You take ostrich, you take emu, you take kiwi. They cannot fly. Okay? Because their body weight is heavy and they have got less feathers. Okay, right. And some birds can swim. Some birds can swim, like duck, penguin, etc. They can swim. So this is about different ways of movement. In flying birds, so if a particular function has to be carried out, the structure should be present according to that function, because always function and structure, they correlate with each other. If you take a knife, you can use it for cutting. Can you use it for hitting? You cannot, because the structure of the knife is made to cut. In the same way, if you take a hammer, you can use it for hitting. You cannot use it for cutting, because the structure of hammer is made to hit but not to cut. Because in this way, structure is correlating with function. So all birds can walk. They have legs. They can walk. No problem. We don't need to discuss about it. Most of the birds can fly. If they have to fly, what specific structures have to be present? In flying birds, the body should be well suited for flying. Means if something is flying in the air, what is the basic property of that one? When in comparison to its proportionate body size, the weight should be less. Then only a paper, you can make a paper paper flight, and you can use it for flying. Can you do the same thing with some iron rod? You can't do it. Okay, so its weight is heavy. So in flying birds, the weight should be, the bodies are well suited for flying. Bodies are well suited for flying, for flight. In what way? The body, it has got pneumatic bones. Bones of birds are hollow and light, so that the body can be easily lifted in the air. Right? The bones of birds are hollow. Hollow means empty, and light. Right? So that the body can be easily lifted in the air. So that the body can be easily lifted in the air. So this is very, very important property. Right? And what are the things that help the birds for their flight? Let us see. Birds have two pairs of limbs. What are they? Limbs. Limbs means the attached structures to the body. a jointed part to the main body, like hands or legs that are attached to the human body. We know it now. So what is limb? Limb is an attached part. Limb is an attached part to the main body. Right, okay. Like hands and legs of humans. Right, okay. So, as I said, birds have two pairs of limbs. What are they? The limbs that are attached immediately near to the head are known as forelimbs. Forelimbs, right? Attached to the upper area. Attached to the upper area. And next, hind limbs. What are hind limbs? Attached to the bottom area. Attached to the bottom area. So likewise, two pairs of limbs are there. Forelimbs, they are modified as wings by having feathers. In birds, forelimbs are modified. Forelimbs are modified as wings. In many exams, this question has been asked. Which part of the birds got modified into wings? That is forelimbs. Because they have feathers. These forelimbs, these wings, how will they function? The shoulder bones are strong enough to give support to the wings. The shoulder bones, they are strong enough to give support to the wings. Shoulder bones support wings. Shoulder bones support the wings. The muscles of flight. The muscles that are used to move the wings up and down are known as muscles of flight in birds. The muscles of flight. The muscles that are used to move the wings up and down. The muscles that are used to move the wings up and down are known as muscles of flight. So these muscles help or make the wings to move up and down rapidly so that the bird can fly. The bones of hind limbs, they are typical for walking and perching. The bones of hind limbs, I already told you what are they? The limbs that are attached to the bottom area of the bird. Right? The bones of hind limbs, they are typical, are meant for walking and perching. You know what is walking, but you might not be knowing what is perching. Walking and perching. What does it mean by perching? Perching is resting on something which is high and narrow. Like you might have seen the birds sitting on the branch. If you carefully observe their legs, like this, they will hold the branch. Have you seen? Like this, they will hold it. They will hold the branch. Right? Like this. This is what called perching. So, resting on something which is high and narrow. So, on the high place and a narrow place, a narrow branch also, they can easily see. Can we just stand in stable condition on a high place which is narrow? We can't, but birds can. That is what called perching. Okay, right? Perching. What is perching? Resting on something. Resting on something high and narrow. High and narrow. So birds' legs, they are meant for this particular purpose. So with this we have completed the gait of the birds, right? Let us discuss now about the gait of fish. Fish, we all know it is an aquatic animal, means that lives in water. What is aquatic animal? The animal which lives in water is known as aquatic animal. Fish. So you all might be knowing its structure, right? Like this, the fish can appear, right? Fish, it can live only in water because it can breathe in the dissolved oxygen only from water. It can live only in water because it can breathe in only dissolved oxygen from water. What do we breathe in? We breathe in atmospheric oxygen from the air. But fishes cannot breathe in that atmospheric oxygen. They can only breathe in dissolved oxygen from water. That's why they live only in water. Fishes cannot breathe in atmospheric oxygen from the air on the land. And they live in the streams, water flows. So, in order to move easily in water, or in order to easily swim in water, fishes have a specific structure called streamlined body structure. Fishes have streamlined body shape. See, just now we have discussed about birds. If they have to fly in the air, their body weight should be low enough compared to their body size, so that they can easily be lifted up when their wings are beating. If a fish has to move through the water flow, then its body must be according to the stream, streamlined, made according to the stream. Stream means water flow. Okay, made according to the stream. The body structure is made according to the stream. So that is what called streamlined body shape. Stream is flow of water, flowing water. Streamlined as per the stream, or according to the stream. So streamlined shape. What is the streamlined shape? Just now I have drawn it. Having pointed or smaller head. See, this is pointed. This is pointed head. Pointed, smaller head. Right? And tail. This is also pointed. Having pointed head and tail portions, and wide middle portion in the middle is known as streamlined shape. So having pointed or smaller head and tail portions than the middle portion of the body. The front, head and back tail ends are generally tapered. Tapered means pointed in a streamlined shape. Right? So, how the fish move in water, that we will discuss in the coming class. Thank you.